The late 60s in New York, we were the ticket to have, right? I think basketball at that time captured the imagination of people, and the Garden was the place to be. And people came because they saw something of beauty. At that time, people were Cazzie people and Bradley people. There's a New York press, right? They got to make some kind of story, right? So it was too obvious, black and white, right? But it was a time where, you know, I'd get in a cab and some guy would say, Cazzie should be starting. But then when our team gelled, it was a very special time. The '70 championship team, we went to the mountaintop together. And I remember that moment where we won.
To win an NBA title it's a very satisfying feeling. It's very gratifying because that's what you start off thinking about in training camp with two-a-days. And there are a lot of great players who have not experienced this.
There's a big difference between being a champion and a star. New York always has a lot of stars. They only have a few champions.
Hats off to the New York Knickerbockers. We have a new NBA champion.
For me, it was a blessing. I was a part of it. I knew what it took to be a champion.
You stand at center court, your arms are in the air, chills are going up and down your spine, your smile's frozen on your face. You realize you're the best in the world. You know, there's no feeling like it. It's the biggest thrill I ever had in my life. It lasted about 48 hours. Then you had to go back and try to do it again next year.
And having you guys here, Bill, it's good. It's like a family reunion. It is.
And what a team it was. Hello, everyone. Tonight, we celebrate the 40th anniversary of one of the greatest teams in NBA history, the 1969-70 New York Knickerbockers.
I can flash forward and tell you what I think is the beautiful story about Cazzie Russell.
Thank you, Mike. As I stand here tonight, the memories abound and astound.
We have our 40th anniversary of the Knicks 1970 championship season, right? So I walk into the room, I see Cazzie, and I meet his wife, Myrna. I still feel some tension. How do we explain this tension, right? I couldn't explain it. And he came over to me and he said, Bill, I'm a Christian preacher and I can't preach my best sermon if there's anything that's heavy on my heart. So I want to say if I ever said anything or did anything in those days that hurt you or offended you, would you forgive me? And I said, sure, Cazzie. And if I ever said or did anything that hurt or offended you, would you forgive me? And he said, sure. And we embraced, and 40 years of tension disappeared. It was one of the best moments of my life.
And a celebration of the 69-70 team that won the championship 40 years ago. Walt and Willis and Bill Bradley and Cazzie and the rest. A special night.
I carry no animosity. That's what the Lord will do for you. He'll give you a different perspective. Maybe at the time, maybe I didn't see it because I'm caught up in being competitive.
As a player, I was never able to kind of let go. I was always in a competition mode. And, you know, it's okay to be competitive, but you also kind of like to be less competitive occasionally.
So I've asked forgiveness. I've moved on. And you know what? I sleep well at night, Nate, because I'm at peace.
And you have a look in your eye tonight that I've only seen a handful of times. I know.
People still come up to me and say, Clyde, thanks for the championship. I wear these rings every day, man.
What did it mean to everyone?
Well, I think the first year always has a big significance. It was our first, and it really showed what kind of ball club we had, and the city really embraced that. Until it's been 40 years, and they're still thinking about us.
Thank you very much, and thank all of you, the great viewers all over America. Once again, the final score, New York 113, the champions, the losers, the Los Angeles Lakers, 99.